After watching the sunset on the water in Peggy's Cove, I noticed that lots of people were clearing out, and I took the opportunity to take the kitty cat out on the rocks. She wandered around a little bit and played, but I was keeping a really close eye on her, so I didn't get the camera out. But whenever I take her out playing, walking around spots like that, other people just, they notice, and they're always so taken aback that a little kitty cat will act so good and stay so close with me, and she gets so playful, and everyone wants to come over, see her, and pat her, and she takes it like a champ, all the attention, and doesn't really get skittish, doesn't run off in random directions too bad. And yeah, so then dark was falling, and I had somebody come over and ask me, like, hey, do you know if we're allowed to park here for the night? And I just kind of said to them, I'm in the same boat as you. I'm gonna sleep in the truck here and hope that nobody kicks me out. And yeah, nobody kicked me out. I saw at least another dozen vehicles parked there for the night when I looked out. So yeah, like, it's a little community that depends a lot on tourism, so I can't see them hustling people along, like saying, okay, you saw it, now get. Like, if you need to camp for the night, you camp for the night. It's a good, huge parking lot. So we had a good sleep with the sound of the waves coming in the window, and woke up in the morning kind of late because got a little chilly overnight, and then I closed the windows, and then with the windows closed I don't get the sunrise, so it's nice and dark in here until whenever I wake up. Some days that seems to be till after 10 in the morning. I get a little bit lazy when I don't have a solid reason to wake up in the morning. Spent 12 years waking up at 6 every day to do construction work, but money is a pretty good tempter to get you out of bed. I wanted to keep going east from Peggy's Cove and take the loop that goes back to Halifax that way, but I ended up having to backtrack down the road that I came in on, seeing as there was actual washed out road out that way, and completely cut traffic off. There was no going that way. It's all detour back the way I came, which is nice enough. It's a nice enough drive, but I hate backtracking. I don't much like going back the way that I came. I like to do a solid loop whenever I can. So the drive from Peggy's Cove back to Halifax was not a very long one. Right now I'm talking to you from Thursday afternoon, so I've already spent a night in Halifax here, and I got there Wednesday a little afternoon and went straight to the Frog Pond Park where I camped a lot a couple weeks ago. And I was planning on taking the kitty around for a little walk on the trails and then calling up my buddy Colin that I met. And then wouldn't you know, I'm taking the cat down the trail and I run into Colin, taking his dog for a walk, pretty much in the same spot where we met a couple weeks ago. So we went back to his place and got the conversation picked back up where we left off. He made a nice dinner of a vegan seitan roast. I'm not exactly sure what's in it, but it almost tasted enough like turkey to pass. It's still this vegan food that tries to be meat is always got a bit of a processed taste to it, but I'll never turn down a free meal. And along with the mashed potatoes and fried up peppers and mushrooms, it makes a good meal. Yeah, so hung out at Colin's place for a bit until in the evening he had plans to take the dog for a walk with a lady friend of his, so I took that opportunity to head into town and do a little bit of busking. The Buskers Festival starts Wednesday and goes through the weekend, I'm pretty sure, so I'm gonna try and get out every single day and play. Preferably in the evening when it isn't so hot. Right now I'm just kind of hiding in the camper in the afternoon, away from the sun as best as I can, and finishing up these videos. But later in the evening I'll get my gear back out and go play another show. People were liking it. I might even do the old banjo and kitty busking the way I did down in Digby. That was pretty interesting, because when I play my guitar and do the one-man band act now, it is kind of robotic. I start into a song and it's like I hit play and I barely really have to pay attention to what I'm doing, and before I know it, the song's finished. But when I get out with the banjo, because I don't quite exactly know what I'm doing and I'm making it up as I go, it takes more attention, and it really gets you into the moment more. Doing something new, it always brings you closer into the present moment more, instead of doing something that's routine. So yeah, back to the beautiful city of Halifax. I'll stay here for a few days, probably into maybe until Sunday afternoon, and then head off along the coast up to Cape Breton. I'm excited to get there, but still need to take my time. I'm always now a constant stop and go of, I feel like I'm in a hurry for a minute and then I calm down and I relax, but then I get restless from relaxing and I feel like I want to hurry again. But isn't that life right there? That's a good balance to find. So yeah, Frog Pond Park will be my main campsite again while I'm here, because it is a beautiful trail and not too busy, and I ain't been kicked out. That's the main part.